Yes students, today we will start exercise 7.9. From this exercise we will start definite integration. Up to exercise 7.7 we have done indefinite integration, but now we will start definite integration. In this definite integration, upper limit and lower limits will be given to you. And one more thing, we will not use integration constant c here. So let's start exercise 7.9. If you have done up to exercise 7.7, then very easily you can understand these exercise also. Same formulas will be used in definite integration also. First question is, this is 1 is upper limit, this minus 1 is lower limit, and function is x plus 1. Very simple function is given to you, and evaluate the integration. So firstly, integration of x plus 1, integration of x is x square by 2, integration of 1 is x, and here we will not use integration constant in case of definite integration. Now in place of x you will put upper limit and minus lower limit. If you put x is equal to 1, it becomes half plus 1 minus now lower limit. In place of x write down minus 1, square of minus 1 is again 1 minus 1. When you will remove this bracket, this minus 1 is changed into plus 1, minus half is cancelled with plus half, so 1 plus 1 it becomes 2. So answer is 2. In next question, second question, evaluate the integration. Now limits 3 and 2. Function is here, very simple function, 1 by x, and all of you know that integration of 1 by x is log x. Now put upper limit and lower limit. Upper limit is 3 and lower limit is 2, so it becomes log 3 minus log 2. Now by using formula log m minus log n, it can be written as log m by n, means log 3 by 2. So this is the answer in second question. Now third question. Yes students, again I am saying, if you have done up to exercise 7.7, then very easily you can understand these exercise. No extra formula will be there, same formulas we will use here. Now integration of this cubic polynomial, integration of 4x cube, 4x raised to power 4 divided by 4. This 4 is cancelled with 4. Integration of 5x square is 5x cube by 3. Integration of 6x is 6x square by 2. Integration of 9 is 9x. Now upper limit and lower limit. When in place of x you put upper limit, it becomes 2 raised to power 4 means 16. 5 into 2 raised to power 3, 5 into 8, 40 by 3, plus 6 into 2 raised to power, this 2 is cancelled, it becomes 12, plus 9 into 2, 18. This is upper limit, minus now in place of x write down lower limit, it becomes 1, minus 5 by 3, plus 3, plus 9. And when you will simplify it, you will get the answer. Answer is 64 by 3. You will simplify it yourself, you will get the answer. So I hope all of you understood this topic, definite integration. Only one step is extra, last step, upper limit minus lower limit. Always you will put first upper limit then lower limit, and you will not take integration constant c in this case. Now see question number 4. In question number 4, statement is integration limits 0 to pi by 4, function is sine 2x. And now what is integration of sine 2x? All of you know that integration of sine 2x is minus cos 2x. Derivative of 2x is 2, so divide it by 2. Now upper limit and lower limit. In place of x, firstly you will put pi by 4. 2 into pi by 4, it becomes pi by 2 divided by 2, minus lower limit, it becomes minus cos 0 by 2. And all of you know that value of cos 90 is 0, so it becomes 0. Minus minus becomes plus, and cos 0 is 1, it becomes half. So answer is half in this case. So now question number 5. In next question, in place of sine 2x, cos 2x is given to you, and all of you know that integration of cos 2x is sine 2x by 2. So you will do yourself this sum. do yourself this sum. This is similar to question number 4. Now see question number 6. In question number 6 also very simple function is given to you, exponential function e raised to power x, and all of you know that integration of e raised to power x is e raised to power x. Now upper limit minus lower limit. In place of x you will put upper limit e raised to power 5 minus e raised to power 4. So answer is e raised to power 5 minus e raised to power 4. You cannot further simplify it. If one step extra, if you want to take e raised to power 4 common, then you can take it becomes e raised to power 4 into e minus 1. So now question number 7. In question number 7, function is tangent x. Simple function is given to you, and all of you know that what is integration of tangent. Integration of tangent is minus log cos x, or otherwise one more formula is there, log secant x. You can use any formula. So I have written here minus log cos x. Now upper limit minus lower limit, pi by 4 minus 0. So firstly in place of x we will put upper limit, means log cos pi by 4. Now minus sign, then lower limit minus log cos 0, and all of you know that what is value of cos pi by 4, 1 by root 2. So it becomes log 1 by root 2, minus minus becomes plus, value of cos 0 is 1, and cos 0 in place of cos 0 write down 1, it becomes log 1, and log 1 is 0, so it becomes 0. So after that you will get the value, this minus log 1 by root 2, and this minus power you can take in power, this minus 1 in power you can take it, and log 1 by root 2 raised to power minus 1. If power is minus 1, then you can take reciprocal of this term. So when you simplify this negative power, then it becomes reciprocal of 1 by root 2, and reciprocal of 1 by root 2 is root 2. So answer is log root 2, or you can further simplify it. Root 2 can be written as 2 raised to power half, and then one formula is there, log m raised to power n. It can be written as log n log m. So you can write down this root 2 also, 2 raised to power half, and then you can take half power in the front, means answer becomes half log 2. Now see question number 8. Again I am saying it's very simple exercise. If you have done up to 7.7, then very easily you can complete it. Same formulas will be used here. Now in question number 8, statement is find the integration of cosecant x. Upper limit and lower limit pi by 4 and pi by 6. Pi by 4 means 45, pi by 6 means 30 degree. Now all of you know that integration of cosecant x is log cosecant x minus cot x. Log cosecant x minus cot x, and then upper limit and lower limit. So firstly we will put upper limit. You will get log cosecant pi by 4 minus cot pi by 4, then minus lower limit log cosecant pi by 6 minus cot pi by 6. Now simplify it. Put the value of cosecant pi by 4. Cosecant is reciprocal of sine. Value of cosecant pi by 4 is root 2. Value of cot 45 is 1. Similarly here value of cosecant pi by 6 is 2, and value of cot pi by 6 is root 3, or log m minus log n. It can be written as log m by n, means log root 2 minus 1 and 2 minus root 3. So this is the answer. Now see question number 9. In question number 9, limits 0 to 1, function is dx by root 1 minus x square. All of you know that integration of this 1 by root 1 minus x square is sine inverse x. Again I am saying you will not take integration constant c in these sums. Now sine inverse x, in place of x firstly put upper limit, it becomes sine inverse 1 minus sine inverse 0, and sine inverse 1 is equals to pi by 2. Sine inverse 0 is 0, pi by 2 minus 0, it gives you pi by 2. So this is question number 9, and in question number 10, in this video I will explain up to question number 10. Now see last sum of this video, question number 10. In question number 10 also simple function is given to you. Find the integration of dx by 1 plus x square, limits 0 to 1. All of you know that derivative of tangent inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square, and integration of 1 by 1 plus x square is tangent inverse x, and upper limit is 1, so it becomes tangent inverse 1 minus lower limit tangent inverse 0. So what is value of tangent inverse 1? Tangent inverse 1 is pi by 4, tangent inverse 0 is 0, so answer is 1 by 4. So in this video I have explained up to question number 10. Thank you.